For years, the veterans of South African motorsport have dominated iconic tracks like the Bekisa Freeway. But it would seem that the winds of change are blowing. We are seeing a new generation emerge, and they are dominating. In our last edition, we introduced you to the Ferodo Junior Racing team, gave you a window into just what it takes to mount a successful championship campaign. Well, today we meet the lifeblood of that campaign, 3 junior drivers who have so much pressure on their shoulders. Doesn't matter how much support you have, come race day, you've got to prove yourself on this track.
Federal Mogul's Ferodo Racing Team entered its 7th season on this national champion circuit with this youthful group.
How's it, boys? How are you doing, everybody? Good to see you again. Good.
Graham, I'm glad you could make it. Like we always say, Ferodo is a family, and it's exactly the same on our racing team. And any family needs a good leader, and that leader is Ronnie, who's our racing manager. Ronnie is going to tell us a little bit more about the racing team and where they stand in the standings at this stage.
As a family, as he mentioned, we're there to provide guidance to these youngsters. And with that guidance, we're fortunate to be doing well in the championship this year so far.
Now, I know it's a very competitive league. For young drivers, they're up against very experienced drivers out there. How are you guys doing in the league?
We're running in 1st and 2nd position and 11th. With 2 of the guys the first year in the team.
You could be sponsoring anyone, but you've chosen to develop young talent. Why is that so important to you guys?
We want guys with determination and drive and passion, and I think that is what you find in a lot of the youngsters, especially when it comes to car racing. They're very enthusiastic.
Okay, introduce us to the young stars.
In 1st position, we've got Daniel Rowe. In 2nd place, we've got Sheldon van der Linde, which is our new young up-and-coming driver, as well as Shahir Harpel, which is currently in 11th place.
Boasting a rich motorsport background with his father and grandfather sharing his passion, 20-year-old Daniel Rowe is a first-year student from PE.
Well, congratulations, Daniel. Sounds like you're having a cracker year thus far, especially after last season. What's made the difference?
This year, I just approached the year differently. Got fit, and just everything's working out.
It seems the one tie that binds everyone here is the love of motorsport. Where did that kick in for you?
Well, it started with my grandfather. He loves his motorsport, passionate. I went to my father, and then now myself. And I just went through the ranks. Went through Formula Volkswagen. That was the main circuit racing for me, and now in the NGN Volkswagen Cup for the Polos, and I'm very happy with the team.
So I've seen lots of tweaking, lots of conversation between your team here today. What have you been working on specifically today?
It's been a 2-month break, so fill our way in and then get some lap times going and compare data, try and find where we can go faster.
Teammate Shahir Harpel has shown remarkable consistency for someone who had never driven a saloon car prior to a brief test just before the opening race of the 2014 season.
You seem to have settled in very nicely, but talk to me about this little beast behind you and coming to terms with the league you're in now.
It's a big difference from where I was, so I have to get used to the H gearbox and the clutch, because I come out of Formula BMW, so it's body roll and a lot of different things. I also had to push in the gym to get my mind and body fit and ready for this class.
I can see how close the relationship is between you guys. How important is it to have the right team behind you?
Look, without a team, a driver's nothing, so it's all down to the team, because they set up the car, they help me. So in a field that's this close, it's crucial to have a good team to ensure that you're not lacking behind with equipment, attention, etc.
I know you're still very young to be talking about long-term future plans, but you must have a goal, a dream in mind.
Look, my dream is obviously to race for a team who wants me to drive for them and not me to approach them myself. So that's the ultimate dream, to improve my reputation as a race driver and be the best I can be.
At only 15 years old, Sheldon van der Linde is the youngest driver in the series. The learning curve this season may be steep, but this youngster has speed and determination on his side.
For such a young driver in this very competitive environment, do you feel the pressure?
Yeah, look, I do at times. I think in any sport you'll feel the pressure. But a big thank you to Ferodo for giving me this awesome opportunity to grow as a driver, and my family for all the support.
Well, it's an opportunity that you have embraced with both hands, and you should be proud of that. Why do you love it so much? Why do you have this passion?
Well, I mean, it's not every day that you get an opportunity like this where a sponsor comes along and is prepared to sponsor you. So I think it'll do me well in the future, working with a team, working with other drivers, and it'll grow me as a driver.
Now, all due respect, you are very young. I got quite a shock when I saw you step out of the car after watching you drive. How do you balance your life? You're still at school. How do you manage all of these components?
Well, obviously over weekends I have a limited social life. Prepared to do all my work over weekends, do anything I can to let my racing come first.
The junior program is all about passion and commitment. These 3 drivers proved that they have what it takes to keep the momentum going.
Ronnie, thank you so much, sir. I think you can be very proud of your youngsters and of your team. Daddy, thank you so much. What a jewel. I know you normally leave us with a pearl of wisdom. A tip for today?
I think we've seen today that the youngsters are very enthusiastic about speed and racing. But let's keep it on the racetrack and keep it off public roads, ensuring that everybody stays safe on the end of the day.
Ensure that you're in control. Well, we've heard from these youngsters. Now, I think we should let them speak in the best way they know how, and that's behind the wheel. Let's find out who is the fastest today. Gentlemen, start your engines. In 3, 2, 1.
You're in control with Ferodo.